Mother Holle by the Brothers Grimm. A widow had two daughters, the one beautiful and hard-working, the other ugly and lazy. But she was much fonder of the ugly, lazy one because she was her own daughter, and the other was the household drudge who had to do all the work. Every day the poor girl had to sit near a well by the roadside and spin until her fingers bled. Now it so happened that once when her spindle was covered with blood she bent over the well, and dipped it in the water to wash it off, but the spindle slipped through her hands and fell to the bottom. She burst into tears, ran home to her stepmother, and told her what had happened. The stepmother scolded her unmercifully. "You let it fall in," she cried, "so you can just get it out again." The poor girl went back to the well, and she didn't know what to do. In the end she was so frightened that she jumped into the well in the hope of retrieving the spindle. Then she lost consciousness, and when she awoke, she was in a beautiful meadow. The sun was shining, and there were thousands of lovely flowers. She started walking across the meadow, and after a while she came to a baker's oven. It was full of bread, and the bread cried out, "Oh, take me out, or I'll burn. I was done long ago." So the girl found a baker's shovel and took all the loaves out, one by one. Then she went on, and came to a tree that was full of apples, and it cried to her, "Oh, shake me, all of us apples are ripe." She shook the tree, the apples fell like rain, until none were left on the tree, and after piling them up, she went on. Finally, she came to a little house. An old woman was looking out of the window, and she had such big teeth that the girl was afraid, and started to run away, but the old woman called out to her, "What are you afraid of, dear child? Stay with me. If you do my housework and do it properly, you won't regret it. Just so you take care of my bed nicely and shake it till the feathers fly, for then it will snow on earth. I am Mother Holle." The old woman spoke so kindly that the girl took heart and agreed to work for her, and she did her work to Mother Holle's satisfaction, and always shook the bed so hard that the feathers flew about like snowflakes. In return she had a good life, never a harsh word, and every day there was boiled meat or roast meat. But after she had been with Mother Holle for some time, she grew sad. At first she herself didn't know what was wrong, but then she knew it was homesickness. Though she was 1,000 times better off than she had ever been at home, she longed to be back. In the end, she said to Mother Holle, "I'm homesick. I know how well off I am down here, but I can't stay any longer. I must go back to my family." Mother Holle said, "It pleases me that you should long for home, but because you've served me so faithfully, I'll take you back myself." So she took the girl by the hand and led her to a big door. The door opened, and just as the girl was going through, gold came running down from above and clung to her so that she was soon covered with gold from head to toe. "That's your reward for working so hard," said Mother Holle. And then she gave the girl the spindle that had fallen in the well. The door closed, and the girl was up in the world again, not far from her mother's house. When she went into the yard, the rooster was standing on the rim of the well, and he crowed, "Cock-a-doodle-doo! Our golden girl is home anew." Then she went into the house, and her mother and sister made such a great fuss over her because she was covered in gold. She told them everything that had happened, and when the mother heard how she had come by her great riches, she wanted the same good fortune for her ugly, lazy daughter, so she told her to sit by the well and spin. To make her spindle bloody, she pricked her fingers and put her hand in the bramble bush, and then she threw the spindle down the well and jumped in after it. She woke up on the same beautiful meadow as her sister, and walked the same way, When she got to the oven, the bread cried out again, "Oh, take me out, or I'll burn. I was done long ago." But the lazy girl answered, "Do you think I want to get all dirty?" and went on. Soon she came to the apple tree, which cried, "Oh, shake me, all of us apples are ripe." But she answered, "Wouldn't you like that? Suppose one of you fell on my head." And she went on. When she got to Mother Holle's house, she wasn't afraid because she had heard about her big teeth, and she agreed right away to work for her. The first day she forced herself to work hard and do as Mother Holle told her, for she was thinking of all the money she would give her. But on the second day she began to take it easy, and on the third it was even worse, for she didn't even want to get up in the morning. And she didn't make Mother Holle's bed properly, and didn't shake it till the feathers flew. Mother Holle soon had enough of her slovenly ways and dismissed her. The lazy girl was glad, because now she thought it was time for the golden rain. And true enough, Mother Holle took her to the door, but as she was passing through it, it wasn't gold that poured down on her, but a big cauldron full of tar. "That's your reward for your services," said Mother Holle, and closed the door. So the lazy girl went home, but she was all covered with tar, and when the rooster on the rim of the well saw her, he crowed, "Cock-a-doodle-doo! Our dirty girl is home anew." And the tar refused to come off, and it stuck to her as long as she lived. The end.